Hi, this is Sarah Jordan with Lux Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about two strategies to net the highest return on your real estate investment. And those two decisions are selecting a listing price as a seller and choosing what first offer to make on a home when you're a purchaser. Both of these are very strategic, important decisions that can really affect your overall experience with the real estate process. And this is where having a really strong realtor who understands the market conditions and can prove to you with facts what the conditions are in the area. So let's start with sellers. So recently I did a couple listings for a lady that unfortunately has a very inflated view of what her home is worth. And through this process, I was able to really drill down on what comparable sales have sold. And people use the term comp a lot, and some people might hear that thrown around, but what truly is a comparable sale? I'm here to break it down for you. A comparable sale is a home that has sold ideally within the last 6 months in a certain radius of a real estate market. So what I'm typically looking for is school district or city incorporated area. So homes within about a 3 to 5 mile radius of that same home. Now, with a scarce market like we have, we can expand that a little bit, but you do know that location is the number one key in real estate. And that's why we're always going back to that notion. So we want to look for sold sales. We're not looking at active or pendings because we don't know what that sold price is going to be on that property just yet. That's not allowed to be disclosed until a property sells. And then what a property does sell for is typically public information that's recorded at our county courthouse for our tax records. So just making you aware of that. So what a realtor's job is to do is to research within our MLS. And MLS stands for Multiple Listing Service. And this is just a regional area where the realtors in that area have chosen to belong to a board where they share their listings and they co-op their sales with each other. And this is what's nice about real estate and what a lot of people don't understand. When you're purchasing a home, you do not have to call the name on the sign. If you already have an established relationship with a buyer's agent, you should stick with them as long as you're getting along and agreeing on how things will proceed. I see it a lot where I see buyers jump around from realtor to realtor because they do not understand just how the basic process works. So again, we want to be having those conversations up front with you to make sure we're on the same page and we know how the process works so that you have less unmet expectations and that it's a nice smooth transition for you on your home purchase or sale. So back to the comps, the MLS again is that public shared information amongst the realtors. So the MLS system is what flows out there to other websites such as Zillow, Realtor.com, and then some of our local markets like Sibcy Klein and all of those. So, but we do have a public MLS as part of the Southeastern Indiana Board of Realtors, and you can search directly through there. That's where listings are going to hit our area first, okay? There's a separate MLS for Cincinnati area, Northern Kentucky, and then the Indianapolis market, and as we get more north of Brookville, there's an Eastern Indiana MLS as well. But this is our proprietary information. This is where we're pulling square footage, year built, style of home, total finished area, number of bedrooms, bathrooms. We want to know all of the intricate details of that home and if it has granite countertops or if it's been updated recently, if there was a barn or garage added, any improvements that have been done to the property. So the big things we're looking for are square footage, year of the house, and obviously location's number one, but finished living area, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, sizes of the rooms, and style of the home and size of the lot. So a ranch home on 15 acres is obviously worth a lot more than a ranch home on a 1/4 acre lot, depending on location. So keep that in mind. That's how we pull our comps. That's how we're going to prove that estimated sales price on your home. We're going to look at those comparables. those comparables are also going to be used by the real estate appraisers of the world. So 9 out of 10 people are purchasing a home, getting a mortgage. The bank has to sign off on what that house is worth. So in this market where we have a lot of homes selling up over asking price, we're coming in sometimes a little low on these appraisals because the bank doesn't want to overextend themselves and put themselves in a situation like we were back in the recession years of 2008 and beyond. We do not want to let that happen again. We want to make sure that the bank is not overextending themselves and putting that buyer in a bad position for a possible foreclosure. So the appraiser, again, will have to justify that sales price. It could come in a little bit lower. So if that is the situation, the way our Indiana real estate purchase contracts are written is that the buyer and seller can choose to renegotiate the sales price at that point. Recently, I had an appraisal come in about $20,000 low, and this was a sticking point. Obviously, the sellers were not happy about this, and obviously my buyers were not happy because they didn't want to lose the house, but they didn't necessarily want to have to pay more either. So we reached a compromise, which is always good in real estate in any type of negotiation. The sellers agreed to meet in the middle, and my buyers agreed to that as well. So each side gave $10,000, and we were able to close on that property. So things are able to be worked out if you have a good, responsive, knowledgeable agent working on your behalf, and you have a good agent on the other side as well. So just keep that in mind, that there is a lot of moving parts of the real estate process, and it's not simple. It's not easy. For sale by owner is not for everybody because there's a lot can go wrong from the time you write a contract to the time you close a contract. So it's not a done deal just because you have both parties signing off. So also from the standpoint of a buyer, making a strong first offer in this market is key. Just had a showing, just met with a potential buyer. We talked price, we talked comps in the area, we talked the market conditions, and we decided to go in with a full price offer. And I know he's feeling good about that. I know everybody wants to negotiate, everybody wants to get the best deal for themselves, but in this situation, the house was not overpriced, and we feel confident about moving forward with that offer. That's not to be said, it could sell over asking. So there's always that potential as well, but we feel strongly that we were the first offer submitted today, and that was when he had called me probably about noon. We got out there before 2 o'clock today, showed the house, wrote the offer, so that's good, fast, responsive service from Lux Real Estate. So just a couple keys to hit on with today's market. Enjoy talking to you all. Hope you get some good information out of these videos. And I'd love to have you subscribe to the Lux Real Estate YouTube channel and follow our website at luxerefarms.com. We're getting that updated soon. And you can call me anytime at the office number 812-260-1200. Again, this is Sarah Jordan, managing broker, owner, Lux Real Estate. Take care and happy selling.